Part 1. My ex's mom called me to fix her fence. Then admitted she never wanted us to break up. As the evening grows quiet and the world begins to slow its pace, allow yourself to settle into a comfortable place. Let each gentle breath become a little deeper than the last. Tonight's story is not one of rushing or chasing answers. It is simply a peaceful walk through familiar moments, quiet reflections, and the comforting reminder that kindness often leaves gentle footprints that remain long after difficult seasons have passed. As you listen, imagine a soft breeze moving through tall grass beneath a calm evening sky, where every sound feels distant and every thought becomes lighter. If you enjoy slow, peaceful stories that help you relax before sleep, please take a quiet moment to like this video, leave a kind comment, share it with someone who may also enjoy gentle bedtime stories, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue creating calm and comforting content for peaceful evenings like this one. Sometimes life quietly circles back to places we thought we had already left behind. A familiar street, an old garden, or the gentle sound of a wooden gate opening can bring back memories that no longer feel heavy. Instead, they simply become part of the landscape of our lives. Time has a gentle way of softening sharp edges, much like rain slowly smooths the surface of old stones resting beside a peaceful stream. One quiet Saturday morning, I received a simple phone call from my ex's mother. Her voice was calm, warm, and familiar. She explained that the old wooden fence in her backyard had started leaning after several windy days, and she wondered if I might have time to repair it. There was nothing unusual about the request. During the years I had known their family, I had often helped with small projects around the house. Building shelves, fixing loose boards, trimming tree branches, or repairing garden gates had always brought a quiet sense of satisfaction. Even after many months had passed since the relationship ended, those memories remained peaceful rather than painful. The drive to her house felt surprisingly calm. The roads were lined with tall trees whose leaves gently moved with the afternoon breeze. Birds rested quietly on telephone wires, and sunlight filtered softly through the branches. Everything seemed to move at an easy pace, reminding me that not every journey needs urgency. Sometimes simply arriving is enough. When I reached the house, everything looked almost exactly as I remembered. The small flower garden beside the porch was blooming with familiar colors. The wind chimes still rested beneath the roof, creating soft musical notes whenever the breeze wandered through. The backyard held the same comfortable silence that had always made the place feel welcoming. The fence itself only needed simple repairs. A few wooden posts had shifted slightly, and several nails had loosened over time. As I worked slowly, each careful movement seemed almost calming. Measuring, lifting, straightening, and securing each board became a peaceful rhythm, much like tending a quiet garden or arranging smooth stones beside a path. There was no reason to hurry. The afternoon offered plenty of time. Working with wood often teaches quiet lessons about patience. A board that appears crooked sometimes only needs gentle adjustment rather than force. A loose post often becomes strong again with careful attention instead of complete replacement. Nature itself follows this peaceful approach. Trees continue growing one small ring each year without rushing. Rivers patiently shape valleys over countless seasons. Even the strongest mountains slowly change through calm persistence rather than sudden effort. As the fence slowly returned to its proper place, I noticed how comforting familiar work could be. Hands remember simple tasks even after many years. The mind becomes quieter when focused on small details. There is something deeply relaxing about solving ordinary problems with steady care, one step at a time. After a while, she brought out 2 cups of warm tea and placed them on a small wooden table beneath the shade of an old maple tree. We sat quietly for several peaceful minutes, simply listening to birds singing somewhere beyond the garden fence. Sometimes silence feels more comforting than conversation because it asks nothing and simply allows people to rest together in the same peaceful moment. Eventually, she shared something gentle that had quietly remained in her heart. She admitted that she had never truly wanted the relationship to end. She explained that throughout those years, she had seen kindness, patience, and respect grow naturally between two people who cared deeply for one another. Even though life sometimes carries people along different paths, she had always hoped that happiness would somehow find its way back. Her words did not reopen old sadness. Instead, they felt like someone placing a warm blanket over memories that had already become peaceful. There was no pressure to change the past, no wish to rewrite history. It was simply an honest reflection offered with kindness, much like watching the sunset and quietly appreciating the beauty of the day that has already passed. Life often teaches us that not every meaningful connection needs to last forever in order to remain valuable. Some relationships become gentle teachers. They help us discover patience, understanding, forgiveness, and gratitude. Even after they end, the lessons continue quietly living within us, shaping future days in small and peaceful ways. As we finished our tea, the afternoon sunlight slowly shifted across the garden. Shadows became longer, and the air cooled just enough to make the breeze feel especially refreshing. Bees continued visiting flowers without hurry. A small squirrel crossed the fence I had just repaired before disappearing into a nearby tree. Nature carried on with its calm routine, reminding us that every season has its own quiet purpose. Many people believe closure always arrives through dramatic conversations or life-changing moments. Yet often, closure appears much more gently. It may arrive through a peaceful afternoon, a simple thank you, or an honest sentence spoken without expectation. Sometimes healing happens so quietly that we only recognize it after looking back months or years later. The repaired fence now stood straight once again, not because every old board had been replaced, but because the strongest pieces continued supporting the rest. Human lives often work the same way. We do not need to erase every difficult memory. Instead, we strengthen ourselves through kindness, understanding, and gentle acceptance, allowing those stronger parts to support everything else. As evening slowly approached, golden light settled softly across the backyard. The wooden fence glowed warmly beneath the setting sun. Birds began returning to their nests, and the peaceful neighborhood grew even quieter than before. It felt as though the entire day had been wrapped in calm from beginning to end. Before leaving, I took one final look at the backyard. The flowers continued blooming without concern for yesterday or tomorrow. The trees gently moved with the evening breeze exactly as they had for many years. The fence now stood quietly in place, simply doing the job it was always meant to do. There was comfort in that simple image. Sometimes strength is quiet. Sometimes healing is quiet too. As I drove home beneath the soft colors of the evening sky, I realized that life does not always ask us to carry every memory as a burden. Some memories slowly become peaceful companions instead. They remind us of who we once were, how much we have learned, and how gently time continues moving forward, one calm day after another. Perhaps that is one of nature's most comforting lessons. Every sunrise follows every sunset. Every season patiently gives way to another. Leaves fall without fear because they trust that spring will eventually return. Rivers never worry about reaching the sea because they simply continue flowing one peaceful moment at a time. If this gentle story has helped you feel more relaxed or ready for restful sleep, please take a quiet moment to like this video, share it with someone who enjoys peaceful bedtime stories, leave a gentle comment, and subscribe for more calming content. Special request: before you close your eyes tonight, leave a comment telling us one peaceful place that always makes you feel calm. It could be a garden, a beach, a quiet room, or anywhere that brings gentle comfort to your heart. Now allow your breathing to become slow and easy once again. Imagine the repaired wooden fence standing peacefully beneath the evening sky, surrounded by soft flowers, quiet trees, and a gentle breeze that carries away every busy thought. Let your mind drift as calmly as drifting clouds across a peaceful horizon. There is nowhere else to be, nothing left to do, and nothing demanding your attention. Only comfort, quiet, gentle breathing, and the peaceful promise of a restful night ahead. Sleep well, and may peaceful dreams softly find their way.